everyone. Today is another cold weather podcast where we are adding everyone to see if anyone will join, and we are also 26 minutes late. Yes. How is everyone doing today? Oh, I guess there's no one. Oh, Desu joined right when we start. Hey, Desu.
Hello. I am.
Indeed.
Yo.
Today's
Really here.
Yeah, today is just kind of a random stream because the only topic we have is like Twitter Blue and Twitter stuff. Because not much happened this week, you know.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a shit fest. If you want my opinion on it.
It really was, yeah.
Because like I was 99% sure he was joking about it, right? Because like who does that, right?
No, when I hear like probably it's gonna be a joke, and then it results that it was like in an investment meeting, like an investment con or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, this is real.
You know,
this is definitely real.
If I was him, right, I would have waited like 1-2 weeks until like his acquisition kind of ended and then started rolling it out after like the heat died down a bit, you know, because I think one of the main problems, right, like with like the reception of it, because like I still think it's a horrible idea, right, but like the main problem for me, right, is like, you know, people probably took it just because it happened back to back after you acquired it. Like the changes were instant, right? If you gave people like a few weeks, like forget, right, the people probably wouldn't have cared, you know.
I mean, people kind of didn't care. They still buy it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, people just straight up kept buying it while bitching about it.
Yeah, I mean, like, some people kind of need it if there's gonna be Twitter suppression or whatever, because they make their livelihoods or whatever, as we talked about last week, right? But
I know that part because I also thought about buying it. I actually cannot buy it at all because re-unlock.
Damn.
Cool.
Wait, so you can't? You just can't buy it?
I literally can't buy it. The other thing is waiting to see how bad could it be. Like how bad that this suppression is this new algorithm is gonna be.
Yeah.
People didn't even wait for that. No, they were like, no, straight out, let's just do it. It's literally my livelihood on the line.
Yeah.
And like the moment it dropped, it didn't drop with the algorithm. People should have just waited a little bit, maybe. It's like my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
And
if it did drop,
they
with the
should have
algorithm,
waited because there was a lot of other shit just that happened. Like I think it was such a rush. There's
like so many things that happened.
They forgot to debug. They forgot to like make some how's this called again? Debugging? No.
Like bug fixing or like
testing,
bug testing,
QA. And thinking about stuff like the funniest shit ever, the branding. The fact that you can get a verification team, put yourself the name or something like Nintendo of America, and say, "Hey, yo, we're releasing Mother 4, motherfuckers."
All those parody accounts is just hilarious, and then until they got suspended.
Bro, I also this fucking I don't know what kind of factory, what kind of corporation was. I think it was a pharmaceutical corporation.
Yeah.
They said like, oh no, now it's gonna be like a parody account. Said it's gonna be insulin. It's gonna be free or some shit, and they're fucking.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that too.
Drop like mad. Holy hell.
Oh yeah, no, the stock's been dropping like crazy.
Yeah, that was something.
Honestly, I wish I had the foresight to just short the stock as a whole, you know. But never mind, too late for that. But like I was shocked at how aggressive he was doing things, because his original advertisement was like, oh yeah, we're gonna make the internet free, blah 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 blah. But then he did the complete opposite, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like we get the Twitter Battle Pass now. I'm kidding.
Twitter Battle Pass, let's go.
Twitter Battle Pass.
He never said it was free.
Twitter Battle Pass.
I mean, didn't he say something about like free speech or something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you can say and do whatever you want as long as it's not illegal. Not that the whole entire service is going to be free.
That's true. Yeah. And then right after that though, what happened was what is it? He started banning people for impersonating him, which I thought was a bit silly.
Yeah, yeah, that was also real funny.
Because I could have seen it coming, you know. Even I could have seen it coming.
A lot of people would have seen it coming, like because he was in such a rush to like. Because I think the history comes that It was
Yeah.
more like a thing that he decided on out of the blue to say, let's buy Twitter. Yeah, let's push this thing about buying Twitter. It's not like you're actually gonna buy Twitter.
Yeah.
It ended up becoming a thing, and they ended up actually buying Twitter. And now he needs to take back the 40. How much was it? 44 billions.
Yeah.
42 billions.
From what I heard, right?
Yeah.
Like, from what I heard, he actually like got into a deal with it like beforehand or whatever. But like, but he wanted to back out of it once he learned more about the company, Or like,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah.
Well, there's a lot of
There's a lot of nuance with it, right? Where like
Mhm.
the situation, I'm pretty sure like he made like a formal deal or something, so that's why like he was getting his ass sued or whatever, or like it went to court or something,
he made an offer, but the problem was that it was based off of like the actual users on the system, because that's how they basically sell advertisement is,
Yeah.
oh, we have X number of users. The problem is that the amount, like the data that they gave him was ridiculous. It was awful.
Yeah.
So basically the Twitter engineers did a survey of 100 users to figure out an approximate amount of how many bots are in the system.
What?
Yeah, that's
100?
literally what they did. 100 out of like how many users they have. And then what they did is when he complained about it, they were like, yeah, well, here's a data dump. So they send him like terabytes of data of like stuff to look over. And he's like, what the fuck is this? It's just garbage.
Yeah.
They were even complaining that they lied to the FEC or whatever whatever the commission is that has to do with like
Yeah.
I guess stock reporting and stuff like that to their shareholders about how many real people are there so that they can start selling numbers or advertisements and stuff like that, because it had directly tied to their stock value.
Yeah.
So there's
only 100 people were like
surveyed.
surveyed?
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's complete bullshit.
Yeah,
They even
that's
found
complete
some
bullshit.
people like some Twitter engineers. Even I want to say the conversation was like they were blaming the CEO and their own engineers are saying it was complete bullshit. So
Yeah. That is
interesting.
that like at that point I think only 100, because I've gotten surveys on Twitter before, right? And like I can assure you they're not like bot like they could have done more, because like even I got surveyed on Twitter before, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if they were really gonna like give actual data, like I imagine like the hardware is already in place for that, So it's like, yeah. That
We don't
is-
know if they were just actually trying to trick him into it.
Well, I think it went both ways. I think he gave a pretty high offer because he knew that it wouldn't be the original offer. He'd have to wheel and deal just to try and get like the number of bots out there.
Yeah.
So if they came out with the actual numbers, they'd be in mass amount of trouble, and there'd be kind of like a lot of pushback. Like he'd be able to buy Twitter for a smaller amount. I think he did, because I kept on hearing his original offer was for 54 billion, and then he got it for like 44 billion or something like that.
That's 10 billion less, yeah.
It's a lot of money.
That's
So-
I mean, it's
a
not
lot of
much
money.
to him, but still.
No, it's still a lot to him. It's not like he has that cash lying around. I think he had to borrow a bunch from a lot of different people. There were
Yeah.
a couple of
Yeah,
investors.
that's the one thing that people don't know about billionaires. It's not that they had the billions in their bank account. It's just all over the place.
Yeah,
All
most of
different
it's
bank
like,
accounts, all different corporation, all different stock prices, a lot of stuff.
yeah.
So it's not like they just don't have the money and use it straight out.
Yeah, most of it's also in like the stocks and everything too, which is why his
Yeah.
fortune's so high, because it's like, his stock inflated like crazy, right? But if he started
Yeah.
selling that, his stocks would go majorly down. So his actuality, like the only way
Well-
he could actually get out is if he like slowly sold it,
I think he did have to liquidate a bunch of his Tesla stock because that's his primary ownership, I believe, of like wealth. But I mean,
Yeah.
I have no idea how much he's totally worth in total. But
Yeah.
I think 10 billion liquidated Tesla stock is still a nice chunk of change.
Yeah.
But also he, I think to pay off taxes, he liquidated something like 14 or 16 billion last year.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
That's still
he's
a
got a
lot.
lot of money.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Stock
like,
market is crazy.
I definitely don't pity him for losing money, because like,
No, I'll never pity someone like that for losing money ever.
Yeah, man. It's like crazy. You just pay $8 just to get verified on Twitter.
But here's the thing about the Twitter thing and the verification, why I think it was pushed out very early. he even stated that the company was losing $4 million a day due to a day. So that's why he had to fire, like, the original numbers were like 75%. It was like 50% of the actual workforce, which I think amounts to like 3,000 or 4,000 actual workers.
Yeah.
The problem was that nobody really knows exactly what they were doing. And this is the biggest problem with Twitter, is that they've been talking about like an edit feature for years and they haven't pushed it out yet. And this is just kind of like really basic shit that should not take that long.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what they were doing, but the whole entire thing was like they're overstaffed and they're not being very productive. So might as well cut down on the overhead. So we lose, instead of 4 million a day, it's 2 million a day. You know, whatever we can do.
Still
that.
a lot, but like way less, right?
Yeah. The other thing is because he bought it over. And because of what he said, some stuff controversial and whatever else, a lot of advertisers started to pull out. But there was also a lot of blowback from a lot of the people that, you know, when he I guess got rid of the moderation teams and stuff like that banned people and whatever else. They in turn contacted every single person that they could to try and remove advertisement. So with that, the advertisements, he's bleeding even more money. So if he can push out the verified, you know, let's say, I have no idea what the actual user base on Twitter is, but you know, even 10% of the people paying $8 a month could give him a bunch of extra money to float it a little bit longer until he can figure out how to reintroduce advertisements and get like a more sustainable business model.
Yeah,
for the platform.
So it's pretty much a death spiral right now if you can't get it like down.
I'd say so. I mean, they're going to be in even more trouble if their verification isn't pushed out there, but. So I've been hearing a lot of weird stuff about like people being shadow banned if they don't pay the $8 or whatever else. But in general, like the verified flag system was pretty flawed. There's been a lot of people who had like tons and tons of followers that never got a verified flag.
Yeah,
and
because it's all like kinda what is it? Unclear how you get like verified, right?
Yes, and then there's also...
you gotta have like the contacts, or you just need to have a really massive amount of following.
Let's go verify my
tomorrow. More than following, it's more like public
connections.
I mean, kinda. I mean, if you're a very public person, like everybody knows who you are.
Yeah.
Well, because there's probably like, imagine an artist that is like it's almost 1 million followers, but nobody actually know who they are in real life. They're probably the one get verified. Yeah.
So the downside of the whole verification thing is that it was kind of like nebulous. Nobody knew exactly what were the exact requirements in order to get verified. And there's also reports of some people being offered a verified flag if they pay them $15,000. So I assume there were some people who were paying for the verified flag, bypassing the systems and getting that check mark.
And now everybody can get it for $8 instead of how many thousands?
15,000 versus $8. I'd rather pay the $8 if I was really into it. But the other thing about like them pushing down the unverified flags, the whole entire thing that I said before, it took like, you know, it's been a few years since Twitter has been talking about trying to put an edit button in, and they haven't done anything about it.
Yeah.
Just realized it's only been a few weeks since like Elon took over, so I very much doubt they had any sort of chance to modify their engine that does promoting and stuff. The only thing that you may see less interaction is just because everyone else is buying the verified flag. Since there's more people to promote, you know, there's your normal stuff probably gets pushed down a little bit, but that's just it's not them changing anything basically.
Yeah. I feel like what is it? Or not verification, but edit system probably isn't like too tough because they've had it for a few weeks, right? Not a few weeks, but like a few months as Twitter Blue or whatever, right? They could have totally just released it to everyone, like unironically. Not sure if it's actually like too much more intensive on the systems or anything though, you know? Because like I don't know how they do like the edit system or whatever, you know?
What else?
I mean, it's editing text.
Yeah.
I think people have had it for decades.
It's probably not too much, yeah.
Probably not too much for us, yeah.
Most sites have like text editing and stuff like that, right?
Doesn't Facebook has it? I think Facebook has it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Facebook
they
has
do.
it.
Imagine.
Yeah, no, Facebook has had it. Does MySpace have it? I never really used MySpace.
Who uses MySpace
Wait,
in
is MySpace
2022?
dead?
Moral, you probably use
Isn't MySpace like completely dead?
Bro, I
I
don't
never
even use
actually,
MySpace.
I never actually used MySpace either.
Yeah, I never used MySpace, but I'm wondering if they have or had it like a long time ago. Because if they have and Twitter can't like get it done, right? Then that's kind of weird, you know?
Kind of dumb if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah. I should check that out real quick. Well, let me check it out. Does MySpace have edit
Button.
post?
I mean, Facebook does.
Yeah,
I don't know
Facebook
why.
definitely has it. Yeah. Facebook honestly was like way ahead of its time. The only problem is I feel like the reason why it isn't popular is just because, you know, there's a lot of old people on it, you know? Cuz it has
That's one.
Yeah, I'm that
And
old. I'm old
the other
people.
thing, the other thing about Facebook is just that
Mark.
I don't. It's more personal. I think it is.
Yeah.
In an age that people would like to be less personal with the people they meet online.
That's fair. Yeah, Facebook has like a very like IRL kind of person kind of dealio, you know, with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it would work for a lot of the VTuber space, especially because of that, you know?
Not like everyone who's tried to make a online following will then like want to use Facebook for it.
Yeah, because it's like close friend groups, family, and all that stuff. Meanwhile,
Uh-huh.
Twitter, I feel like works way better for like influencers and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's straight out going to a public randomly.
Yeah.
Like it's you can do whatever you want with that public. It's not like anybody actually knows you there.
That's true. And like politicians, I feel like are using Twitter a lot more too, because it has a lot more like young crowd currently, right? Because like if you're trying to like do, well, people still do politician stuff on Facebook for sure, right? But like I feel like Twitter is
But
where,
it's like you're screaming to like a mirror or something. Like, it's the same people.
yeah, because like
You're not reaching to anyone new.
yeah, Facebook has a very big what is it? Echo chamber effect, right? But so does
Yeah.
Twitter. I feel like Twitter might be slightly less so though. But that's not from experience, you know. I can't really say if Twitter's any better in that regard.
I don't think so. I think sometimes it's not like it's not an echo chamber.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can get lucky and get out of said echo chamber.
Yeah, that's
For
true.
example, I draw a slightly erotic Nino Mainanese in a non-costume, and I got 5K likes.
That's
out of
nice.
nowhere.
That
Yeah.
is nice.
Dang,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it was
I-
pretty nice.
5K followers or
No,
No.
likes.
likes? Okay, I was
Like
about
5K people look, both look and like the tweet. Like that's a lot of people actually.
That
Way
is-
more than what I have.
that is a lot of people. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Twitter definitely has an effect of like, you know, like what is it, momentum or whatever. If you have a lot of like people look at your
Yeah,
tweet
you
or
get
whatever.
a lot of momentum.
Yeah.
You can capitalize on momentum on Twitter. You can get out of said echo chamber.
Yeah, but that's only for like one or two posts, because like I've heard that like, you know, one or two viral posts won't really increase your reach too much unless you can like consistently do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
But
Twitter.
Twitter is like made for you to try to go viral.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'd say Twitter is very good at promoting stuff from people not in your circles and stuff. If you
Yeah.
look at your timeline, just scroll by it, there's like a ton of stuff on there that you've never seen before. So typically you can kind of like, I don't know, just see new stuff. You could look at like what's trending and whatever else.
Yeah.
Facebook starts off with like you and your family and your personal information.
That
So
branches out of there, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's a lot. It's very difficult to have random conversations when you're posting your picture all over the place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think Facebook also asks for a lot more too, because Twitter's just like, oh yeah, if you want to share your location, share your location. If you want to share like blah 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 blah, right? But Facebook, I feel like ask for a lot more personal information, you know?
Yeah, not really. You can say like you cannot just you can not use that information, like not give it at all, but like
That's
it
true.
also will like let's say you're trying to get viral on Facebook.
Yeah.
Then you will have to put the information because it's something that people are expected to see in a Facebook page.
Yeah. And like I feel like also for a Facebook page, Facebook will actually ban you if they, you know, if you're like inactive or if you don't post anything sometimes too. Yeah, because that's like one of the problems with like an Oculus account, right? Because like, you know, because if you don't like actually use the account or whatever, like you could just lose access to your VR for no reason, you know? Which a lot of people don't like because you need to connect your Oculus account to your Facebook account to like get the headset to work, which is stupid. You know?
I think I read somewhere that they made it so you don't have to anymore.
I mean,
wait,
I
did
can
I?
totally see that.
I don't think I connected my Oculus to Facebook, so probably. Cause like I
don't know. That sounds like a privilege problem.
damn, it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah.
I think it's been ages since I used Facebook, but
It's been also ages and ages. So I tried to make a new one where I just like I invited really close friends. I still didn't use it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says here as of August 23rd, 2022, Oculus Quest and Oculus Quest 2 users can no longer use a Facebook account to log into their VR headsets. Instead, users need to make a new Meta account.
Nice.
So it's separate from social. Yeah, I was kind of pissed off because I had a Oculus One, or Quest One, like a long time ago before they had that.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, you have to make a Facebook." I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna." So it's just been
No,
sitting.
I don't think I will.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait, you have VR, Pluton? We gotta play VR sometimes. Also,
Sure.
You're among us.
Pluton, are you physically active? Because like that's the main question I have
forgot to
for
have a
the
VR
VR games
thing
I play.
What?
Because like most of my VR games are like extremely like high like physical movement based, you know? Because
Are you playing VR boxing or something?
well, actually VR sword fighting, like real time just PvP sword fighting and or like a bullet hell in VR.
Man, that sounds actually fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun because you know, the people who play the game actually know, a lot of them actually know like a bit of like historical European martial arts and stuff like that too.
Man.
So you'll see people like using like actual longsword forms or like saber and stuff like that.
What game?
Interesting.
Swords of Gura is my main one, right? And then also if you like more VR bullet hells, right? Currently I just got a new one. Also, welcome to the podcast. Nutcase, welcome to your first, you know, Cold Weather podcast. We just kind of really go off topic and talk about like pretty much anything. You could probably derail our conversation with a random comment. Blaston's also
but
really
for the main
fun.
part, we're just talking about Twitter Blue for the most part.
Yeah.
And our
Yeah, we
thoughts
just
on
follow.
it, and yeah, pretty much. Because I'm noticing like artists like on Twitter, like they some of
panic.
them they feel they have to
Yeah,
get the
it's-
Twitter Blues that
They
way.
panic
'Cause
a lot.
that's where they find their clients. Like,
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
they find clients on their Twitter.
It's
Like,
been a
I can
bad
totally
year
get it
for
behind
artists.
because I also got that fear, that panic of like, oh shit, no, nobody's gonna find me or look for me for work. I'm not gonna get any commissions done, and I'm gonna lose my livelihood.
Yeah, but were
So I
these
panic and be
people?
like, all right, I guess I'll fucking buy the damn blue mark. Cool.
Were
Yeah.
these people verified before?
I no. No, there was a lot of people that weren't verified before.
Yeah, they were.
I know
yeah.
because a lot of VTubers actually like put the mark, and a lot of the artists too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see
like
like some YouTubers
mildly
getting it too.
successful artists.
Yeah, because I feel like it's not just like the you know, they might lose their livelihood in the short term. It's also, I feel like, a realization that like, you know, that like big corporations have so much power over like, you know, their livelihoods and everything. Because
Yeah.
like this is like kind of like an arbitrary decision from a, you know, from like a owner of a company, right? Which could like put like hundreds of artists, or not even hundreds, but like thousands of artists like out of a job, you know? And like I feel like it's not even just like the temporary, oh, I'm not gonna be able to make money for a bit, right? It's more of
No.
it's more of like a existential kind of thing, you know? Where it's like
Yeah.
everything's so finite, you know? Yeah.
And like one day I have people that will buy my art, and the other day I will have absolutely nothing.
Indeed.
Yeah, but I figure if they weren't verified before, the new verification scheme isn't going to really affect them too much. And the other
No. Like now that we see the effects of what the actual new verification does, we see that no, it's probably not gonna be that way. But at the start, it's gonna be like, oh, we're gonna be literally shadow banned. We're not gonna get any engagement. We're not gonna get any new clients, and just go straight into stressing.
Yeah, so the other part of that is $8 is kind of like advertisement. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the other thing is the pricing. Like $8, yes, sure, $8. Like for having a boost, like it's also an advantage. For having an advantage, $8 ain't that much.
Yeah. Like if you're making like, what is it, like
If
80
you're gonna-
bucks
if
or
you're gonna
more
make-
commission? Yeah.
For one commission, I'm gonna be getting like $80 or $60. It's just a fraction of it.
Yeah.
It's not even a quarter of it.
yeah, it's like if you're planning on doing commissions, your best bet is to try it out and see if you get any extra commissions than you wouldn't normally have gotten like the previous months where you didn't have it. And
Yeah.
if it makes the difference, then keep it. If it doesn't, just cancel.
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
true.
Was it.
I feel like
that was one of the things I wanted to do. Like I said before, I just cannot buy it because re-unlock. What I will have going for it for like, all right, I'm gonna pay 8 1 month. If it changes, if it's actually helped me grow as an artist, I'm gonna just buy the bullet every month.
yeah.
But if it doesn't, then I'm just gonna not pay it anymore. If it doesn't change anything, I'm just gonna pay it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's totally valid. Yeah, totally.
It's
It's a good mindset to have.
Nutcase Art in the comments says it seems like there's a lot of misinformation about the check mark. So far, I've gotten more followers, so I'm not really sure how it's gonna work out. Interesting.
I think that's one of the things that we're talking about, the blue verification thingy. It's really bugged out. It's not really tested out. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
Like it was just hastily implemented.
Yeah, it was like a mess in terms of like, people are like for it, some people are not for it, some people were considering like moving away from Twitter, go to like another site, a common one.
Yeah.
I've seen people were trying to like go to is Tumblr, for instance. And yeah, Tumblr did something as well. They implemented not like one.
They were thinking actually they were just taking the piece like, oh, $8 you can get a blue mark on your name, but it was just that. You only get a mark on your name.
You don't get like one
Absolutely
check
not. They
mark,
were
you
just
get two
taking the
check
piss.
marks, or like 10 check marks. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
It was really funny because you could also like get gifted a blue mark and it will stack on top of the name. The report will have,
Hey,
like,
gifted.
20
Hey,
in a
let's go.
row. Yeah.
Wait, do you see that Twitter post where it says for $7.99 or quotation or parentheses, which is cheaper than some other sites? You can get 2 check marks. Nutcase
Yeah.
Art says, and then there are some people who be saying they'll be blocking people who will be buying them. Yeah, there's some people.
Yeah, it's like,
who,
bro,
Yeah, there's some people
like,
that are really
that's like-
against it, but like
yeah.
at the way
Yeah,
I was
point
like, yeah,
blocking people?
just block this like asshole with money, but then I was like, no, wait a minute.
yeah,
There's people who like are really concerned about having their engagement cut down.
yeah.
I totally get it because I also get panic about my engagement getting cut down.
I feel like
It was already cut down to begin with.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
a little too much. I block your sound just because they chose to buy Twitter Blue versus like someone who like does like NFTs or that's like 2 different things.
Yeah.
I feel like
Because if, with NFTs, it's like this thing that is like, oh, you're gonna make money quickly. You're gonna make a shit ton of money quickly.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love this content. It's gonna make me $1,000 of dollars in a little bit. But like with Twitter, the Twitter verification thing is just $8 for having a little bit more of reach, a little bit of more publicity.
yeah, it's not really a
So
fair
it's
dichotomy
not
between
really a fair
like
economy.
between NFTs and like and like Twitter Blue, right? Because Twitter Blue is
Mhm.
like you're not really harming. Well, you're kind of taking from other artists, right? Like because you have like priority or whatever, right? If the
Yeah, but-
priority system was in place, right? But like
Mhm,
at the same time, you're not like purposely scamming people, which is a different thing, right? Because NFTs are like
Yeah.
straight up a scam.
It's
you know?
scam. They're just scam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
NFTs are like straight up a scam, right? Because like you're taking money from someone for a financial asset that will only go down and will only lose money for everyone as like a net positive, right? But like Twitter Blue, you're still giving money to like a billionaire, right? Which isn't exactly great, but like
But it's
at the
just like
same-
one millionaire that's giving you like an actual quote unquote service, even if it's not a good one.
yeah. Yeah, NFTs are definitely a scam, and yeah,
Yep.
right now the system isn't even in place though, so I don't think it's like too bad. It's like, oh, funny check mark. I think it will probably die down unless they actually implement a system for it soon, you know? Because like I don't see.
Well, it will probably take a while, or with the battle, it should probably go away, or they probably try to. Like this really feels like it was just a really rushed thing.
Yeah,
I think the better move is like to make that set verification, blue mark, or Twitter blue, whatever, to like giving different services, different like options you can have. Like for example, the edit button. The edit button is pretty fun to have, I guess.
Yeah.
Or how the fact that you can upload really like long video formats.
I
Oh
do.
yeah, you could like I think
Yeah, you
someone
have no
like
restriction
uploaded
with long video
like
formats. A whole
like
movie.
one whole SpongeBob episode or something.
I know
or
it was a whole
something like that.
SpongeBob episode. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
I don't think, or the way I've seen the verification button work on Twitter, I think is actually a really smart way to do it, where they have like the, like the past versions there as well, right? Because like one of Twitter's strong suits in the past, right, was that you couldn't just like edit a message and be like, haha, you like this super racist or something post, right? Or something like that, where it's like the gotcha thing. Because like it does happen on some other sites, right? And like the way
It
that
does.
Twitter Blue edits work, where it was like, oh yeah, here are the past revisions, everything. I think that's really smart. But like they
Yeah, that
definitely
would be pretty good.
yeah, they
I don't know,
definitely
the
should have
thing
rolled
about
it.
editing a
That-
tweet on
that-
Twitter, I mean, you can still see like the original tweet before
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
edited. So
Yeah.
it's like, what's the point?
Why? What's the point?
Yeah, but I still think it's like a good idea to have that instead of just like editing it and then like and whatever.
That comment just made me reminds me of like YouTube comments and go like, you will never guess why this comment has 500k likes.
Yeah.
And people looking in the comment section be like, what are they talking about?
I think it's funny whenever that happens, but it's also
It
really
is funny.
stupid,
It's also stupid. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, being a little bit stupid ain't that bad. It's just It's just a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the memes coming out of it as well. Different check general.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Elon started trying to make people pay for like editing their username or something,
Oh,
Oh yeah,
shit,
because you can't change it.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah,
change
you cannot
your
change. Oh,
display
that's
name,
just...
then you lose your verification. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you cannot change your name. Yeah, forget about that one.
Yeah. Okay. Nightcase Art says maybe it'll make more but right now it doesn't, and I think they've seen that with the fake gaming company accounts. Yeah, there's been a lot of like fake game companies with like
Yeah,
the
that's like the
verified-
Roblox one.
Those not only the game companies. There was also a goddamn arms manufacturer company,
What?
like guns manufacturer company. Yeah.
Oh god.
Can I say something about that?
Yep.
Yep. Go ahead.
So,
You're American. You probably know more about guns.
well, it's just a generic thing. The number one rule on the internet that everyone knows is not to believe everything that you read on it.
No,
I don't
believe
understand.
Everything.
Well,
It's on the
you should
internet. They
look in.
can't lie. Who would do that? Go
But
on the
that's-
internet and lie?
Why doesn't that apply to,
I know that meme.
why doesn't that apply to credit?
Like, that doesn't apply to anything.
Yeah.
I don't see why that doesn't apply to Twitter at all, because even if you change your
Like-
name to Elon Musk, it's still at something something something,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know it doesn't look
Yeah,
right.
and it
Just
doesn't
like the
count
smell
got
test.
suspended. Yeah, so
Mm.
But the
So-
thing you forget, right, is that a bunch of people fall for phishing scams every day, where it's like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
we're-
that's
we're-
also happens.
yeah, like you know like the emails where it's like, oh yeah, you won $500, blah blah blah
You
blah blah,
won an iPhone 9s.
and like
Click this link and they get a
Yeah.
trillion virus after it.
and because they're so common, someone falls for it, right? Because like they wouldn't be running the bot if it didn't work once in a while and made the money,
Like it's just you just need one in 10,000 to fall. Like, you don't need a lot of people. You just need for some people to fall.
Yeah, because
And if
bots are,
some
like,
people
cheap as
are
hell.
like people with actual like money, stock, and interest in certain companies, they're gonna fall for it. They're gonna fall for the funny company parody account.
Yeah, I know, but those people are dumb, and they're gonna fall for it regardless of who does it, whether it's on Twitter or not.
That's
It's
true.
just that's kind of like the problem. Yeah, I get the whole verified flag and pretending to be somebody else, and suddenly, everyone's used to verified flags being, verified. They should really just change the name to like Twitter Boosted or some bullshit like
Yeah,
that.
I
So
would've-
people
I
aren't-
would've-
It will just change. It should change.
Yeah, you have to
to a
clearly say
different.
you're a parody account or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded if it was like a different
no,
symbol.
like it was just a different. It was not it was not a checkmark. It wasn't a checkmark.
Yeah.
Like it should be something else. So there is like, oh, they just buy Twitter Blue. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I remember concept that it was like instead of the checkmark thing, it was the Twitter like beard.
Oh yeah. I saw that one too. It looks actually
And, like,
really good.
It's just that easy. It's just that easy. How
I feel like it was a
would it be to
very.
make that change?
I feel like it was a very last minute and also unfiltered idea because I'm guessing Elon pretty much like got to see it and he was like, oh damn, I wasn't even expecting to like get this far, right?
Yeah.
Because he's been trying to get out of the deal for so long, right?
Mhm.
And then at that point, right, he probably just went, oh yeah, we're doing this now, right? And kind of just set the system up like
We're pushing the
last minute.
button. We're pushing the button.
Because I can totally see him just like kind of forcing it like ASAP, right?
Mhm.
Which
It
would
does feel
explain,
forced,
which would explain like why it's such a bad idea. Because like obviously Twitter takes like 5 years before they make a decision about anything, right?
Mhm.
Because Twitter
It's like Minecraft mods.
never changes, right? Yeah, it's
Except
like
everybody hates it.
Minecraft, yeah. But like, I definitely can see it just being a really rushed decision with like how rough around the edges and like how unpolished everything is, because he pretty much got the company and then like instantly got like, and then instantly the changes pretty much started happening, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Pretty much how that happened, yeah.
If you were now the owner of Twitter, what would your first change be?
I will put my wallet in my head.
Damn.
For legal reason, that was a joke. Please don't ban Toyland's channel for this.
Yes,
Thank you.
we do not.
I mean,
we
that
do
was all
not
part of the
promote
plan,
self-harm.
totally.
Yes, yes. Actually, yeah, we are very anti-self-harm. Yeah. We do not
I
just.
said when it's funny.
Yes, indeed, ha-has. But yeah, if I was like Twitter's owner, like I wouldn't just like try profiting off of it, right? Like if I had Elon's money, I wouldn't even care about the loss of money. I would probably use it more for political reasons, because like that's a lot of political power. Since pretty much every politician in the modern day pretty much just goes straight off of Twitter, like you got a ton of power worldwide, just from Twitter alone.
Like make shady deals instead of like trying to fuck with the public.
Yeah. Like instead of trying to sell Twitter Blue for $8, right? What I would do is I would instead just like do the Twitter Blue thing where you have like priority, right? But just sell it to politicians for like a few like $100,000, right? Like under the table, and then just like push it. Don't say anything. Give them like maybe like 2 times the reach of their like their what is it, compatriots or whatever, right? And then just like wash your hands of the deal, right? Because that's a lot of money you could make instantly without like anyone even noticing, really,
Yeah.
Which is shady as hell.
Well,
I'm not saying you should do it, but like
I would
It will
work
be
for Twitter.
scummy, but it's actually at least it's not like a public. You don't become a public clown number one.
yeah, I think it would have happened regardless because it's Twitter, like
Yeah, me too, yeah.
like he's gonna become a clown either way, right? Like that's
Yeah.
how Twitter works, right? But you're not gonna be this big of a clown, right? Which is the main thing.
Because that's how the world works. That is how the world works.
Yeah. Twitter is not a kind place. Like it would probably be the last
not.
place I would want to put my good faith of not getting like absolutely trashed on,
Mm.
If I bought Twitter, I would go to work for Twitter and pretend to be a regular employee.
Why?
Actually, that would be pretty funny.
Why? Have you
Yeah,
seen
because it would be
the life
funny.
of a Twitter employee?
No.
No,
Oh
no.
my god. Let me see if I can find a URL. If you want to play it, feel free to. It's
Okay.
not it's absurd.
Is it like fun or is it like heartbreaking?
You will want to work for Twitter after you watch it.
Is it like they work for
Really?
2 hours a day and then they get paid like $50 billion?
They like make some bug fixes in a few hours and then just play Smash Bros for the rest of the day.
You know what the best idea is if you're working at a tech company? Make a bug that is super easy to fix, but in like a super obscure and hard to find place that no one looks at, right? And then just keep fixing the bug, but then just move like a new bug to some other place, and then as soon as you leave, right, then your job security is still there, Don't actually do that. It's a scummy idea. Who would ever do that?
Just don't do that. Wink, wink, wink.
Don't do
Never
that.
wink, wink. Do that. Wink, wink, wink.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's illegal. You
Well,
know.
it's not really illegal,
It's not look. It's not even illegal, but it's like a really bad
and scummy. Yeah.
Right? And it's pretty scummy against big corporations and tech corporations, which are really good people. Corporations
That's
are
stretching it a bit far.
Yeah, if you watch the video, you'll understand why they're losing $4 million a day.
Okay. Let me. Does it have any music?
I think it's like Muzak.
Yeah, probably not on stream then. Or I can mute it. Oh, there we pop up YouTube real quick. No. Stop. Okay, there we go. Okay, time to share my screen on the stream, right?
Oh, matcha.
Luden, can you do a voiceover for us and like tell us what they're saying, but just without like getting our ass like handed to us by YouTube?
It's like Muzak. I doubt it'll.
Music
It's
is
probably-
It's so chill. What the fuck? Yeah, like you say, I want to. I want to work for Twitter after seeing that.
You're probably safe. That's all.
At the same time, I don't like
this
working
office
in
looks
offices.
cozy as hell though.
Yeah, but still, I don't like offices.
That's fair. Who likes offices though? Like realistically, offices are a blight on the world.
Mm.
Depends. Look at that. They get a free smoothie.
They got a cubby thing or what?
Yeah, they got a meeting room that's a cubby. Here they are having a meeting. This is a company supplied food.
Yeah.
Imagine.
This
free.
reminds me of pretty much every other mega corporation else, though. Like Google and everything, and Facebook all have
That's
like
another-
really big lounges like this.
It's another meeting room. They're playing foosball in the office.
I think this is just like
Fuchiboru.
big tech in general, because big tech as a whole, like spends like a heck load on like just like
Cozy stuff.
conveniences and stuff like this.
They have a yoga room with a guru.
Those look pretty comfy right there. And
They
like
had
seeing how
yeah,
they
they
make like 2 updates like a year or whatever on their like stuff, then
Now you know why.
you
Now
probably
know
could
why.
slack off, Wait, they
Yeah.
have like a full on like coffee station too? What the hell?
Oh, no. That's not the best. Trust me. Do you know what this
That's
is?
not the best.
Is that
That's wine on tap.
wine
No,
on tap?
fuck you, no.
What the hell?
Yes. They went to the roof.
It's
Now they're gonna chill with their wine.
Of course. That makes a lot more sense actually. Whoever's making all these decisions must be drunk.
I mean,
I mean,
you can have a point there. No, he's speeding.
I'll repeat.
Yeah.
They have wine on
My
tap.
man's speeding.
Wait.
No.
From the looks of it, it isn't even like metered or anything.
I don't
Like, they
even-
just
I
have
don't even
infinite
like-
wine.
I don't even like regular wine. Why do you want it from a tap? Shit.
Man, I was thinking it was cranberry juice or something at first,
No.
Yeah, I thought it was like some juice or something. I was like, all right, it's juice. I get it.
That's
It's just
fine.
juice.
But it's old juice, which makes it way
Fucking-
different,
Yeah, it's all fermented juice.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard of a business that has wine on tap?
probably
Have
Facebook
you ever
or
heard of
Google
a business
too.
that
That's-
has wine in the job?
Oh,
I
I know a
mean, only
business
like a
with wine
bar.
on tap. Bartenders, they have wine on tap.
No, they don't. None of them have wine on tap. They all have wine in bottles. They usually
That's
have beer on
true.
tap.
That's true.
It's not on tap. It's on bottles. It's completely different thing. I just make the wine on tap just way more out of touch.
That's like the first time I heard.
doesn't feel real. It just
I
doesn't
feel like that's a
real.
bad idea in general, though. You know, because like realistically, like why do you want to give your workers like alcohol? Because like most companies try to make sure their workers
They stay
aren't
sober.
drunk,
Yeah,
you know.
I mean they should stay sober. Like normally, it's not what you think. They should be sober when working. You know.
Honestly, if I was working there and I was an alcoholic, I don't drink alcohol, mind you. I am too young for that, right? Oh yeah, thank you. Have a good day in that case. I hope we'll see you again.
Thank you for
another
being
time.
here in that case.
Yeah, but like if the company provided alcohol, right, I would just come in and like be drunk every day, you know, and like they
Yeah,
can't
I would
blame me,
too.
you know.
I will.
Yeah. Hopefully you had fun in the podcast. So
I mean,
far.
I
We're
could
guys
be an
were-
alcoholic into work if I wanted. I just need money for the booze.
I mean, you do art. Isn't that your like main job? I don't think
Yeah.
think anyone could be like, oh yeah, you're not allowed to drink while you. Because no
I'm
one's watching.
allowed to do everything I want on work. The only problem is I need to work.
Damn.
That's a real problem. All right, now in a little bit of
I would love to see some drunk art from you. You know, like where you're just like totally intoxicated, but just try to draw something. You know.
I remember I did that back when I didn't have a tablet. I used to do like when I was just starting.
Yeah.
I used to do art on my phone with my fingers.
Oh no.
And one Christmas, like 2020 Christmas, I was drunk off my mind and said like, all right, mods, whatever, just tell me what to draw, I'll draw it. I don't remember it was in like a Discord or something, but
Yeah.
yeah, I did do a few drone drawings, but like my skill wasn't there. Like it was just a bit dulls.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't know how I will do if I actually draw on drunk. I probably will like, I cannot draw. What am I doing? I'm not drawing shit. I'm drunk.
Yeah. Unironically though, your drunk art is probably better than my art because I can't draw, you know, Desu?
I'll do it like that sometimes. Don't worry about it.
Indeed, indeed.
When I'm from, we call that skill issue.
Indeed, that is true. I can't argue against that logic right there. Yeah, I wonder how good your old tablet art is. I would love to see some of your old art sometime.
Tablet,
man.
no, phone art.
Oh, I mean, yeah, phone art. Yeah. Share your
And
phone art.
I also had tablet like what was it? A Samsung tablet art that was what I started doing commissions with. And
Yeah.
then I actually bought a pen tablet. That is what I do to draw right now on my computer.
Ah, nice.
I have been going through often.
Pen tablets are crazy nice, man. Pen tablets are crazy nice. Is it one of
When
those
you
like
get-
screen tablets, or is it one of those
No,
like
a pen tablet is like the one that has no screen.
ah
And it took me like, I was really scared because like for the first 2 weeks I'm like, I don't know how to draw this shit.
yeah
I cannot draw anything on this shit. But after a while, like after I actually started like getting the hang of it, I just work on my tablet, on my pen tablet. Like I cannot even draw on my regular tablet anymore on my Samsung tablet
yeah
because I'm too used to drawing like this. It's also supposed to be like better for your neck because you're not looking down at the screen. You're looking
That's fair.
straight up
I know
to the monitor.
I know that a lot of people have like the tablets like elevated or whatever too, though. You know,
Yeah. That they're basically like on your face.
it's basically a screen, all right? Like they use it like a touch
Basically,
screen.
basically like imagine a traditional artist having a canvas,
Yeah,
something like that. They're basically like that.
yeah.
They're basically that, and there are one that's just enormous too. They're like even bigger than a small canvas.
Yeah. Honestly, my neck posture is so bad that if I was like an artist, it would probably be even worse, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also had a few problems with my the way I sit when I draw.
Yeah. But the way I game, right, is like you know how like L sits in Death Note with like his legs just cramped up like that? It's basically
Really?
that. It's basically
All
like
right, I gotta ask for the rest of people to join the conversation. Any other shrimpers? Any other shrimps?
No, my back is perfectly straight. It's just like my legs go numb whenever I game a bit too much because I put on pressure onto the thing, you know?
I get it.
Yeah, it's kind
Any
of
other weird positions here, gentlemen? Come on. I know you have
Moral's a
some.
cat. He curls
You're
up.
gamers.
Moral's not a gamer. Fluten is kinda.
I'm a gamer.
Huh?
What are we talking about?
Fluten's a gamer, right? Yeah. You have VR, so
Wait, but you asked if anybody was a shrimper, right?
yeah. Are
Like,
you a
not,
shrimper?
not exactly actually. Like, do you have a weird position when you like are on your computer?
A weird position?
As in like
Yeah,
like is your sitting
Are you
position like not?
hunchback? Are you like
Oh,
I don't know when you fit straight? Are you like
Yeah, shrimp prefers like the way the back is, you know, where it's like curled or whatever, you know.
I just thought that was a Gargora fan.
Oh no.
Oh, I mean,
That's why I was getting
yeah,
confused.
that's the thing. But like, no, we're talking about shrimp being a shrimp, like
Yeah.
shrimp position on your computer.
I don't know. It's kind of like I keep on readjusting on my chair, pushing my back against it, then I eventually slide down, and then sometimes hunched over if it's like I'm really into the game with the first-person shooter. So who the hell knows?
Yeah. Man,
I actually had a problem because my current share like doesn't stop when I push my back
yeah.
all the way down.
Oh, so it just like keeps going.
It keeps going a little bit and then stops, but I am afraid that the weight it's gonna give on me. So I never like fully rest my lower back on it.
One of these days, we're gonna just hear a note, or we're just gonna like not hear from you again, and it's gonna come on like the news or something that like you like were like gaming too hard and died. You know?
I fell down on my chair and died.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it actually has like a stop, but like when it goes to a point of too much pressure, like it gives out and it's like this thing like comes off, but like it doesn't fully go back.
Yeah.
But I can go really far back. I don't know how much because I never went all the distance. I don't know what could happen.
Okay, come on, do it. No balls. No balls.
Yeah, I think
It-
I'm
it-
doing it. I have
on your
no
chair.
balls.
If
I got castrated. That's what happened to dogs.
if you die, we will call the police in not Mexico. Where?
You don't even remember.
I don't remember. I have a bad memory.
Yeah, I think it
I
really
don't
depends on your
know.
chair
Your
about your
patient.
posture when you sit on it, down in it.
Hmm.
Because I
At
mean,
the end of
if
the
you,
day, I think I'm gonna need a more premium like shirt for this.
I have
If
like
Just-
I have like a pretty premium like office chair kind of deal, right? But the problem
Yeah,
is
that's-
like the leather is like
What happened?
kind of like cracking, right?
Oh, it's already getting very old.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
sister somehow managed to wear it down in a way where it's like really worn down and soft, but like I worn it down in the way where it's like cracking, you know? Because she also has like the same leather
Damn.
chair. It's just like hers is like, you know, like the leather got soft and isn't like rigid, but mine just died somehow, you know?
Just fucking give up on you.
Maybe it's the way I sit. It's probably the way I sit, you know? Because I put a lot of pressure on the
Mayhaps.
seams, you know? Well, not
Mayhaps,
a lot of
mayhaps.
pressure. I'm like 120 pounds, but you know, yeah.
I don't know how much it is in how much in non-American, please.
Let me search that up real quick, man. 120 pounds to kilogram. 54.4.
My brother in Christ.
I'm Asian. I'm short.
My brother in Christ. You're so fucking like light.
Indeed, I am.
I could probably leave you all the way to a marathon or something.
Probably.
Hmm.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not exactly like heavy by any means. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. Like, it will scare you if say like you're like almost the same weight as my small legs.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, I'm shorter than a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
I'm decently strong though, you know, for like the size.
Yeah, that's probably the Asian do.
Hey, welcome back, Stealth.
How heavy? 120 pounds or 50 something kilograms?
What? Wait, what are you asking?
Itself as how heavy? I missed it.
Oh, how heavy I am? Oh, Stealth is 139. Oh, I'm 120. Also, by the way, I've been gambling in The Legend of Zelda A Link to the Past for the past hour or so.
Why?
I went from like 400 rupees to like 700.
Hell yeah.
I've just been winning every single roll pretty much. It's great.
My boys just win. It's as simple as that.
Gamble addiction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the odds of the thing, right, is 1 in 3 that you pick the right thing, and the choices are like the cost is 20, but the prizes are 1, 20, and 50, right? So statistically, as long as you have enough rolls, you should make a profit, you know?
Interesting.
Because you should gain 9 rupees every 3 draws, you know, on average.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a
Gambling
gambling
in
addiction.
Zelda.
What?
Gambling in Zelda's new low.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
not
either
even
that or I
funny
play
to
Mahjong
talk about
Soul. It's either that or I play Mahjong Soul. I don't know about you guys.
I never learned Mayan. It's just such a foreign concept to me.
Mahjong easy.
Yeah, just me playing gotcha games and whatnot.
Imagine. I actually never play. I'm lying. I have played gacha games,
Yeah.
but I never played for more like a week or two, and I never waste money on them.
Yep. Same.
I mean, I played. Yeah, I haven't really spent any money at all, like on gotcha games, to be honest.
Good. If you spent money on gacha games, then I look down upon ye.
You will be less of a human.
Well,
in the
he's
eyes
a
of
cat.
Toyland.
He's a cat.
Oh, you'll be less than a cat in the eyes of Toyland.
Yeah, I mean, I played
Unless I
Ark
can.
Knights, Tower Fantasy, and now I recently got into Nikkei.
I'm just surprised he's
the-
not playing Genshin because he sounds like a Genshin player.
I only tried Genshin for like 2-3 hours and just stopped playing. I just didn't like the game.
That's
Mm.
fair. Yeah, no,
fucking-
I was gonna play Genshin, right? Like on stream or whatever once, right? Like a long time ago. But then my mod who wanted to play Genshin in the first place at that time, right? Pretty much just was
Yeah.
like, no, you're not allowed to play Genshin because the way I play games is I test everything. So for like 10-20 minutes I was just testing, oh, how far can I fall before I die and all that kind of stuff, right? And they were just like, no, please.
No, no, that sounds painful.
Yeah,
That
so
sounds painful to watch if
so-
you like the game.
So since Genshin players make like a emotional attachment to their gacha characters for whatever reason, right? You know,
I heard they had actual stories that I don't care about.
yeah. Since they make like emotional attachment to their characters, you know, me just killing myself over and over for fun was not what they wanted to see, you know. So I never got into Genshin, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
Indeed.
I
indeed.
get it. I don't get it.
That's because they spent money on their characters, so they're vested.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. I honestly don't like the gacha model as a whole, right? Like I think the problem is like a lot of their character designs are really good though, you know?
I mean, there's a reason why it like has such like artists just go left and right, spewing fan art after fan art.
Yeah, they can spend a lot of money on gacha, on like new gacha models and everything, because I think they know that they can make the money back, you know? Like they can
Oh,
pay,
definitely.
they can pay their designers like a heck ton because like you know like
Isn't like Genshin? Excuse me.
I can't
Isn't
believe he's
Genshin
dead.
like one of the? Yeah, I can't believe I said that. Isn't Genshin like one of the biggest grossing games?
Yeah,
in,
most definitely.
like a few years.
Yeah, it's definitely made like a heck ton, right? And like I feel like another thing is like, you know, like, you know, they can afford to like, you know, pay like the artists and like the designers for the characters or like the storyboardist and everything, right? A lot of money just because like, you know, because they're gonna make it back in like a day, right? Like they could like probably pay you like a few thousand per like character design or whatever, or like more, right? And like make it
Yeah,
back in
probably.
like probably like 2 seconds of like a whale spending money, right? Because you've seen how Genshin fans spend money when they're like whales, right?
Yep.
Yeah, like if they paid you like 20,000 to make a character, they probably wouldn't even blink, you know, like realistically, which is scary.
I mean, Genshin slander aside, I'll be honest. MiHoYo like put
money.
some effort into making not money per se, but making other games too. Even if
Yeah.
it's not like games like
They're definitely good
some people will
games.
enjoy,
Yeah.
but like you can definitely see that they put effort into making the games.
It's not like 99% of other gacha where it's like the same like, you know, same RPG from like the what is it? From like the 90s rehashed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like a bunch of gacha games are literally just place character on board and then they do attack and flashy stuff, you know, like Raid Shadow Legends.
Or select a character attack this round and
Yeah.
watch the RPG combat that. It's completely outdated.
Yeah. I don't think like old RPG combat's bad. It's just like, bro, you're doing it with gacha characters, so it's even more meaningless, you know?
It's not that all RPGs are bad. All the RPGs combat systems are bad. It's just that it's really slow. It's really unacquired taste, and it's just not
Yeah.
good for like this kind of games.
Yeah, because
In
like
Genshin, for example, in Genshin, they're not like a character with some attack animations. They're characters that have their own way of flight, their way of running, their
Yeah.
own kind of attacks and shit.
yeah, and like
and shit.
elemental stuff
And
thingamajigs,
elemental
right?
stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff putting back into it
Yeah.
as an actual game, not only the gacha part.
Yeah, and like I feel like they just put so much into like the character designs themselves, and then just 0
Mhm.
effort on like the actual gameplay. Cause
Yeah.
like some of Raid Shadow Legends like game like character designs are actually like semi decent, right?
Yeah, so they're actually kind of good.
Yeah, are actually like pretty good, right? But like the problem is the gameplay is like literally just a cash grab, right?
Mm.
I feel like that's with a lot of things. Like you can have like the most polish in the world, but if the game's still a cash grab, you're still gonna make a lot, right?
Yeah.
You're still gonna make a heck ton, right? But like no one's gonna wanna play.
I mean, talking again about Rachel Legends, like they had so many advertising on YouTube videos, on paid promotions. The money has to come from somewhere.
Yeah, so someone's falling for that whale scam right
Someone's
there.
falling for a whale scan, and it's
Yeah.
not even a good whale scan.
I feel
Not
like
even an enjoyable game.
I feel like they just have so much advertisement and like so many people know it that like some people just will like end up spending it because like they're not preying on the people who actually want to play games. They're playing on like the 1% who wants to say that they play games. You know,
Probably.
it's probably like the people who play Raid. I'm guessing are probably like, you know, businessmen
Boomers?
or something
I
without
literally like never played that game.
are probably like
I tried. I tried because
Pepe had a
a paid
yeah.
promotion,
Yeah.
and you need like to play till like one of the levels.
yeah.
It took like an hour to get there, but like to get my man some money, like I will totally do it. An hour of work, hell yeah.
Raid Shadow Legends.
You could have probably
Raid
made more from
Shadow
spending an hour on commissions and just gave it to Pepe.
No, I don't. I mean, depends. Probably, yeah. Actually, no, never mind.
Yeah, Pepe wasn't.
But like,
paying
it was
that
just
much.
like something I did for a friend, and it was because of the way Rachel is display. Like, I
Yeah.
could just put it in the background while I do other stuff.
Just like get a what is it? Get a what is it called? A sponsorship by Raid, and then just like AFK on like 5 devices.
Yeah. I mean, if you have the 5 devices, you can totally do it.
yeah, you could totally do it, or just pop up like BlueStacks or something on your computer, you know?
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay.
So anyway, the hour mark was 4 minutes again.
Indeed.
ago.
Indeed. Let's see who we can raid. Shadow Legends.
Legends.
Yeah. I raid Fern all the time, so probably not Fern today. There's Pi that I've raid. I don't have anyone around our viewer count that I don't raid constantly. You know.
Can I?
Yeah.
say
Suggestion.
a friend?
Yeah.
Hitsuji BT.
Hitsuji.
Hitsuji.
How do I
like
say-
sheep in Japanese.
Sweet. HITSUJIBT.
Oh, okay. I was spelling the last JI wrong. Well, that's why I couldn't find it. Okay.
Oh, there you go. You're playing Final Fantasy 14 right now.
Oh, nice.
cool to
Good
learn.
game. Good game. Oh, wait, do you play it?
Here comes the story again. I did play the free trial for what it was worth. I got to like the end of the story,
Like the
And I
first
was
one.
like, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy the game because I want to like be able to do other stuff.
Yeah.
And
then,
I bought
you
the game, but I
you have
didn't
no
want the
sub.
expansion because I was like, yeah, I don't have cash for the expansion. I just want to do the other stuff. And then my subscription
Ended. Yeah.
expired, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait till I actually buy Endwalker. I never buy Endwalker.
Honestly, you can buy the
I should.
buying Endwalker actually gives you every expansion before that too. So you get
No, I know how it works. I know
yeah.
how it works. Like it's completely worth it, but it's just like I don't feel like spending the money on that game right now.
That's
I mean,
fair.
I will. I definitely will because
Yeah.
my
Oh, dude,
the
you
Heaven's Door
should.
was really good.
Yeah, you should join us on what is it, Thursday sometimes, because me and like the Cute Animals group play it sometimes, you know.
I don't like I always say I never actually renewed my subscription. So
Yeah, once you do though, just hit me up, you know. And raiding,
once I do, yeah.
our raid
mean,
message is
cool.
raid Shadow Legends. That's it. Okay, yeah, go.
Raid.
Raid Shadow Legends. She seems to have had a heart attack.
Oh, guys.
Is it he, him pronouns?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just wanted to double check there, you know?